Albert Einstein by Candice Kading. Albert Einstein was a genius man that lived his life to the fullest. In his short time, he accomplished many great things. He was a family man, a scholar, an innovator, an educator, and a physicist. Albert's ability to think through visualization and images has been said to be the reason for all of his intelligence and success. Albert Einstein was born in Ulm, Germany on March 14, 1879. The Einstein family moved to Munich soon after Albert's birth. It was in Munich where Albert grew up and went to school. He attended a Catholic elementary school and received private lessons in Judaism within his home. Albert Einstein had one sister named Maria, who he got along very well with despite his temper. In an interview with Maria, she stated that there would be times that her brother would get so angry that his entire face would turn yellow besides his nose, which remained white. When this appearance came over him, Maria said that he had no control over his actions. At one of these face discoloring moments, he even threw a chair at one of his teachers, scaring her so badly that she ran out of the room. To say the least, he did not like the idea of any authoritarian structure. Albert liked to be in charge of himself and did not like working for or with others. As a child, he spent his time doing puzzles, constructing extravagant structures with toolkits, and as he got older, became particularly fond of reading and math. His passion for mathematics was one of the biggest he possessed. One summer, his mother bought him geometry and algebra books that would be necessary for learning the subjects. With these, Albert taught the two math courses to himself entirely. The Switzerland Federal Polytechnic School trained Albert as a teacher in mathematics and physics. After receiving his diploma in 1901, he was unable to find work due to his professor's refusal to write recommendation letters for him. Albert accepted a technical assistant position in the Switzerland Patent Office. He worked here until he found himself a more suitable job. This time came in 1909 when he was appointed Associate Professor of Theoretical Physics at Zurich University. Some of the theories that Einstein challenged, busted, and invented are his theory of relativity, his famous equation E equals mc squared, the photoelectric effect, and the existence of molecules and atoms. Albert married his first wife in 1903. In their 16-year marriage, they had two sons named Hans Albert and Eduard. After divorcing his first wife, Meliva, in 1919, Albert married his cousin, Elsa, whom brought daughters Elise and Margaret from her previous marriage. With his brain always stirring up new ideas and ways to challenge already developed theories, he received many great promotions, awards, and acknowledgments from the physicist community. Albert Einstein was appointed Privatdozent in Bern in 1908. This gave him permission to independently teach at the university without having to hold a professorial chair position. The following year, he went on to become Professor Extraordinary at Zurich, and in 1911, he became Professor of Theoretical Physics at Prague. In 1915, Einstein's general theory of relativity was completed, awarding him the Nobel Prize in Physics, which he received in 1922. That same year, he was appointed professor and director of the Kaiser Wilhelm Physical Institute at the University of Berlin. In 1933, he moved on to Princeton. Once he was appointed professor at the Institute for Advanced Study at Princeton University, he declared that he would not be returning to Germany and re-announced his German citizenship. In 1955, Albert Einstein was transported to the hospital on April 15th, complaining of severe pain. 3 days later, on April 18th, Mr. Einstein died of a ruptured aneurysm in his abdomen. Per his request, he was cremated the day of his death, and his ashes were scattered in an undisclosed area. However, during the autopsy, Dr. Thomas S. Harvey, the pathologist working with Einstein's body, removed Albert's brain without permission. His reason for removing the brain was to discover what it was about Einstein that made him so intelligent. No evidence was ever discovered proving that there was anything different or abnormal about Einstein's brain. His burning passion, curiosity, dedication, and desire left the world with infinite knowledge to build off of. He formulated physics into a way that everyone can understand and gave reason behind everyday life. Though his time on Earth has come to an end, his legacies will continue to live on.